Okay, I just started the recording, so I'm going to go through the categories again. These are categories that you are supposed to rate yourself on 1 to 10, 1 being you're not content at all with where you're at, and 10 being you feel like you're solid. The first one was health and fitness. Second is career and purpose. Third is intimate relationships. Fourth is family. Then friendships, mental health and mindset, spiritual health, financial health, personal growth and development. And the last one is fun and travel. So do you feel like you are getting in the time to do things for yourself, to go out and have fun, to travel the places that you want to go? Just like, do you feel like you're doing well in that area? So rate yourself 1 to 10 in those categories, and then we will talk a little bit about those. Sorry, he was asleep when we started this, and then he decided that he was going to be hungry now. Okay, so is everybody done with those categories? Are we good? We move on. Okay, so go through your answers and find your 3 lowest categories. So whatever your 3 lowest numbers were, and write those in a separate area. Okay, so once you have your 3 lowest ones, these are the things that you want to improve on, right? So when you plan out your day, you should be doing things that are going to improve those areas. So for example, one of my lowest ones was my intimate relationships. My husband works full-time and is in school full-time, and so we don't have a lot of time together. By the time he gets home, he usually gets home around 7:30 or 8 o'clock, and then he takes care of the baby for an hour while I work, and then he works on his homework. So by the time he's done with homework, it's midnight and we're all ready for bed. So that is something that I wanted to improve on. So I'm working on planning out time in my day specifically where we can spend time together, just the 2 of us, whether it's once a week or once a month, whatever. That's one thing that I really, really want to work on and that I want to improve in my life. So just things like that. These are things that need to be planned specifically in your day. And again, it's good if you have a paper planner that has all of the times for the day blocked out already, so you don't have to write them in. And then that way you can kind of see everything, like where you have free time and where you have kind of your time gets jumbled up, and then you can organize it better so that you can fit in these things. And then this is one thing that I want you guys to put in the comments. What are your top 3 goals for this year? Whether it's something financially, you want to take your family on a trip, you want to buy a car, whatever your top 3 goals are for this year, put them in the comments and we're going to talk about them. One of my goals for this year is to hit a director position in the company and be able to have a house under contract this year. So what I've been working on and what I'm hoping to improve on is making a map for what I need to be doing every day to be able to get myself to a situation where I can make those things happen. I'm going to pull this chat up. Okay, so the thing that we need to do is we have these 3 big goals. Sorry, I'm holding up 5 fingers. We have 3 big goals that we're working towards, right? And it's fine if you have more. That's great if you have more. But we need to be making little goals for every day. So my goal of having a house under contract by December, I have to do something every day to get to that point. So I have to work my other job at least 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. If I want to get to that point. I also need to be making a certain amount of money with this business to be able to get to that point, to get our down payment ready to go. Okay, save enough money to set up an apartment when I move to Dallas. Awesome. Take yourself on a trip. Awesome. So glad you're graduating. That's so exciting. And qualify for Cadillac by August. Awesome. These are such great goals, you guys. So now that you have these 3 main goals written down, think of things that you can do every day. Kind of write them in their own categories. I would show you mine, but it's like a total mess. So I have like build my house under contract, and then my 2 other goals like in a line, and then I have columns of things that I'm going to do every day to get to those places. And this isn't what I talked about with Lisa, but this is what I do to help me every day to get to those goals. So yeah, does that make sense on working toward those bigger goals? Okay, and try to make goals that work toward your 3 categories that you want to improve on. So my husband and I have a hard time working together on financial things because we don't really spend a lot of time together. And so like our finances are completely separated from each other. And so that's also one thing that I need to get together to buy our house in December. We need our finances in order. So I'm working on getting that together every day. And I'm working on getting both of our income where I can see everything so I know what I'm missing and what I'm not. So yeah, there's that. Let me see where I want to go. Okay, so Lisa also suggested if you have like a super crazy schedule and this is not your full-time job, she suggested having either a power hour every week or a blitz day every week. So if you can find 1 hour in your whole week to just sit down and go for it, do that. If you can spend 1 day to sit down and go for it and just get as much as you can done, go for it. Obviously, you still need to be working your business every day, but we get busy and things get hard. So make sure that you're getting at least that power hour in or that blitz day so that you can really make sure that you're covering all of your bases and you're getting the things done that you need to get done to grow your business. That being said, when you have your power hour or your blitz day, have a plan of what you're going to do. Have a list of people that you're going to reach out to. Have a list of content that you want to create. If you're going to make a video, know exactly what you're going to say in that video. You can be working on these things like throughout the week. You don't have to just like sit down and only think about your business during your power hour. But if you have an idea that comes to you during the week, write it down in your notes on your phone and then work on it in your power hour or on your blitz day or whatever you decide to do. If you prefer to send videos to girls, this is the time to watch those videos and know exactly what you're going to be sending to people so that you can talk about it with them and be educated about what the video is actually about. I like to rewatch the videos that I send to people because a lot of times I mix them up and I don't remember which video is which. So make sure that you know what your videos are that you're sending to people. And then again, know the names of the people that you're going to be reaching out to. If you have calls with somebody, know exactly what time you're going to be calling them or what time they're going to be calling you. If you are going to be on a 3-way with your upline, make sure that they know what you're going to be talking about. And it's a good time during your power hour as well to get on the phone with whoever you're going to be on the call with to kind of get on the same page and say, okay, well, you talk about this with her and I'll talk about this. Just make sure that you have a plan for your power hours so you're not just sitting and you're like, okay, well, now what do I do? You know what I mean? And personal development is not part of your power hour. That should be something that's totally separated so that you can focus solely on your business during that time. Okay, so now let's go into planning the day. So the first thing that you should write in your planner, and I would write these down, The first thing that you're going to put in your planner is important or urgent things. These are things that cannot be changed. They're non-negotiable. Things like work schedule, doctor's appointments, meetings, things like that. Things that you can't really negotiate the times on, and they have to be done urgently. The second thing is personal things. So if you have a workout, or you have a morning routine, or you have something like dinner with family or things like that, grocery shopping, make sure those get put in second, because those are things that you can kind of work around, and if other things pop up, it's okay. And then the third thing is your side hustle. And this is third because we want to make sure that we are taken care of before we start taking care of other people. We need to make sure that we have something to give instead of just trying to fill everybody else in and do everybody else's thing. So your side hustle is the third thing that you plan into your day. And then you want to color code things. So I use 4 colors for mine. My first color is like my personal items. So if I'm going grocery shopping, I'll put that in pink. And if I don't know, if I have a date with friends or whatever, I put that in pink. Second is business. And so like if I have my power hour that day, or if I have a call at a certain time with somebody or whatever, I'll put that in green. And then I have my errands in a separate color. So like my doctor's appointments and things like that, I put in orange. And then my workouts, because I have the hardest time scheduling in my workouts. So I put that in its very own color. And then I also put anything for my son in blue. So when he has doctor's appointments, if he has whatever he has going on, I put that in blue. And that just really helps you kind of see what your day has going on and like kind of where you're going to be, so that you can plan accordingly and you can see exactly where those empty spaces are that you can fit in your side hustle, or you can fit in your personal development, or whatever you need to fit in. You can see exactly where it can go. Something else that I think is super duper important is having a morning routine, having something that gets you excited to get out of bed and gets you going for the day. Something that pumps you up, whether it's listening to podcasts or your morning workout or whatever it is. If you even just want to make breakfast for yourself and have a few minutes of quiet time, that's my morning routine. Do it and make sure that it's planned out in your planner. You have it written down. From 6:30 to 7, I'm going to make breakfast for myself, and I'm going to sit there quietly with myself and just be in my thoughts. Make sure that your personal development is planned out. Whether you do 15 minutes a day or an hour a day or whatever you do, make sure that it's planned out and you know exactly what you're going to do. I like to sit down the night before and just kind of do like a nightly planning session with myself. I set my goals and my intentions for the next day. I write down what I'm going to be doing the next day. And then I can kind of fill in those blank spots. So on Sunday nights, I'll put in all of my important things for the week. So whatever doctor's appointments I have that week, whatever meetings I have that week, what my work schedule is that week, I put it all in. And then in my nightly sessions is when I put in all the extra stuff. Because my schedule is a little bit sporadic with the baby because he naps at weird random times. And so my schedule is a little bit more flexible. And both of my jobs, I work either at my house or at my parents' house. So mine's a little bit more flexible. But you want to make sure that you have something every hour and that you're keeping yourself busy, and that 80% of your time is making you money, and that you are doing the things that you need to do to grow your business and strengthen your mindset. So make sure that every night that you're setting goals or intentions for the next day. If you have a goal to get a market partner, write down somebody's name who you're going to sign up as a market partner. Even if you haven't talked to them, write their name down and say, I'm going to sign this girl up as a market partner, and then reach out to that girl and talk to her. If you want to get a VIP or 2 VIPs, write people's names down so that you actually are speaking these things into existence. Even if they're not signing up that day or at that time when you reach out to them, you're speaking it into existence that you want them on your team or that you want them ordering from you. And planning it out is really what's going to help you get those people signing up and getting people ordering those products. Also, with setting goals and like creating content and things like that, if you have talked to somebody and they've said, oh, I can't sign up right now because I don't have the time, make your post for the rest of that week about having enough time to do the business. Take a screenshot of how much time you're spending on Instagram and post that and say, I work my business on Instagram for an hour every day. It's easy. You're already scrolling through social media. Look at your Instagram time and see how much time you're wasting just scrolling, and you can actually be making money. So use people's pain points and reasons that they're not signing up to create your content and work it into their lives. That's how you're going to be attracting those people in and helping them realize that, yes, this business is for you, or yes, these products are for you, because it's literally just switching your shampoo and conditioner. So yeah, those are kind of my tips. And then make sure that you are setting boundaries for your time and like setting boundaries for yourself. If you have people reaching out to you that are not in your direct downline, save them for the end of the day. You need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and your business and your family and whatever things you need to be taken care of before you take care of other people. That's something that I really struggle with, because I get a lot of messages throughout the day from like random people that I don't even know saying, can you help me with this, 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 and this? And it's hard for me, especially with my little boy, to be able to respond instantly. And so I'm working on putting boundaries on my time and knowing the worth of my time and making sure that my business is taken care of before I take care of other people's businesses too. So that is my advice and a couple of things that I learned today. If you have any other questions, I'd be happy to answer them. You can put them in the comments really quick before we end, or you can ask them right now. You can unmute yourselves. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. So does anybody have any questions before we end? Or are we good? All right. If you have questions, just message me either on GroupMe or Instagram. Either one is fine. You guys are doing awesome. I'm really proud of this team and how fast everything's growing and the accomplishments that you guys are getting. So congratulations on that, and keep working hard. Keep up your hustle. You guys are awesome. Let me know if you need anything. And yeah, we'll chat later. See you guys.